I have to wear one of these whenever I go out of the house because pollution has been really bad in this city. What is going on, Draw 2 crew? Ramny here with a brand new drawing tutorial for you guys, and today we are going to be drawing Ron Weasley from the Harry Potter franchise. Before we start, you guys, on this channel I do a lot of drawing tutorial videos of your favorite fictional characters, so if you guys like what you see, make sure to hit that subscribe button, make sure to hit that notification bell, and don't forget to like this video as well. So the pollution has been so bad, like I said in my intro, in this city, that my family and I, we actually just picked up our stuff and just left the city for a while, and we ended up going to the beaches. Beaches in Thailand are beautiful, and yeah, we stayed there for a couple, so that's the reason why I didn't have a tutorial video this past week. I meant to do this video last week, but you know, we were out of town. I didn't bring my drawing equipment with me, so here we are this week. Anyway, you guys, the character of Ron Weasley is one of my favorite characters in the Harry Potter franchise, so here is a tutorial on him. Before you start, be sure to read the description of this video. Down there, you'll find a list of my drawing tools, some tips to succeed in your drawing as you're following this tutorial, how to make tutorial suggestions if you have any, and best of all, a link to a free coloring page that is based on this tutorial. And having said all of that, grab your drawing tools, let's get right to our tutorial.
Bloody bird's a menace.
All right, you guys, let's get started with our Ron drawing. I'm going to have my paper, or I've got my paper in portrait mode. We're going to be drawing him kind of just up to mid-chest. So let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to draw a circle, kind of a bit of a bigger circle than we usually do because we're only drawing, you know, a small portion of Ron's body. So we can draw it a little bit bigger on our page. So there's my circle right there. If you guys have a hard time drawing a circle, that's fine. Take some practice. Pause this video and, you know, just keep practicing. Okay, I'm going to draw a relatively straight line with a kind of a slight, just a very slight turn like this. And that's going to be the center line for the face. And then let's draw Ron's face. Okay, so it's going to be fairly wide. It's going to go like this. Okay, don't make those, don't make the cheeks too sharp, because what you want is like a childlike proportions as opposed to an adult with like very, very sharp like lines over here, like sharp jawline, right? So he's a kid. We're going to try to make it so that he looks like a kid. Okay, so there's Ron's face. Now what we're going to do is draw the neck. Neck's going to come from here. See where it bends. Bring that down. Now let me zoom in slightly so you guys can see a little bit better. So this goes like this, and then we're going to start right here, and this goes inward. Okay, and about this far down below the chin is going to be his collar. So I'm going to draw his collar around the neck from here. This one pretty much like just goes up to where the jaw line meets the neck. Okay, so there you go, that's the collar. And then let's draw the shoulders. And the shoulders kind of go down pretty low. And over here, you don't want to make it too broad, and you don't want to make it too wide. Like, you want to make sure that he's got, like, you know, skinny kid proportions, right? So I still feel like his neck is a little too thick, so I'm just making it a little bit thinner. We'll fix that up later on when we work on his collar. Oops. Okay, so you want to make sure that you get like a good amount of shoulder, but not too much. Okay, and then he's wearing the same robe that Harry was wearing in my previous tutorial. Check that out if you haven't yet. But yeah, he's wearing the same robe, so it's going to be drooping down quite a bit. Okay, there. And then from here, let's kind of just draw the sweater. This goes down, the Gryffindor colored sweater, and from here goes down. So, and then goes down this way. Okay, so now we've got the center line right here. I'm just going to draw a bit of the center line going down, just like that. Okay, and then he's also wearing the coat, or the black trench coat. So it goes like this and then down, and then from here goes like this and then down. Okay, there you go. From the trench coat, like right at these points right here where they kind of change direction, I'm going to bring the hood of that coat from here going out this way. Now, over here, this is going to be covered by Ron's pet rat, Scabbers. And, well, I guess I won't tell you the spoiler for who Scabbers is. I'll let you guys, you know, if you haven't seen it already, which I'm sure you guys already have. It's a fairly old movie. But, okay, so to draw Scabbers, I'm going to first draw, like, the body. Kind of looks like that. So it looks like a big bump this way. That's going to be Scabbers' butt. Okay, and then it gets narrow and narrow. Okay, and then imagine like another oval over here. And then from that oval, I'm going to draw like this shape like this. Okay, so that oval acts as the shoulders, and then Scabbers is going to have his paws coming out from there. Okay, so there's our shape for the pet rat. And you know, like, this is really all that that's necessary for our Ron drawing. Let's just slightly draw the collar here. Not collar, the where the shoulder seam is on this side. And let's draw the shoulder seam on this side as well. Sort of when it starts to dip down, the shoulder line, seam right here. I'm gonna actually draw like that. So here's the actual seam, here's a fold, and you guys know I like to do my folds with a hook at the top. So they're like these upside down J shapes. Okay, and then there. So if you zoom out, it does look like a kid wearing a hoodie, hopefully. Now let's draw a line over here, across the neck, or right here, just underneath this line that goes across the neck. Curve in, and this is going to be the collar, so this way and this way. Into the sweater, the V-neck sweater, okay, and then here's the necktie. Make a V, and then line over here, and then it goes into the sweater again. Okay, and then I'm going to draw this line like that to give it that squished fabric look. And then we'll worry about the details later on. I'm going to now erase that center line. And then let's draw the Gryffindor colors. So I'm going to draw these lines right here on the sweater. One, I'm going to draw a second one. Two, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to shade that in. Okay, one more. Three, and then one more after that, which I'm going to shade in as well. Four. There you go, and then let's do the final one. Five. There's Ron's. Now the thing with Ron's is it's kind of ill-fitting because he does get the hand-me-downs. I'm not sure if he got these as hand-me-downs, but I mean, like his pet rat. His pet rat is a hand-me-down from his brother, Percy, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, there you go. So there's the tie. Let's draw the Gryffindor stripes. There you go. And then let's draw the hood. The hood part. I'm gonna bring it up here, and then a bunch of fabric over here. Looks like that, like this, and then down. Okay, so I'm just making the shoulder a little bit bumpy because we're going to create the hood for it. Okay, so now there's a seam from here that goes in like this. And let me just erase the shoulder part. Trying to see what fits, and I think I'm just going to leave it like that. Okay, there you go. And then on this side, of course you don't see it, but let's add a little bit of a bump right here. clean this up. There you go. Okay, so not bad. Now again, you guys, before we draw the face, I do want to say that, you know, it's difficult to draw, like I mentioned already with my Harry tutorial. It's difficult to draw the actor's face. So, you know, we're not trying to go for the likeness of the actor. What is his name? That plays Ron. I mean, as much as we can. I mean, I'll do my best, but it's not going to be perfect, and that's fine. Okay, so there's some, just trying to make sure that it looks good there. And then on the other side. There you go. So here it's all like just trying to get the right lines to make it look good, right? I mean, that's what drawing is. That's what sketching is all about. Just getting the lines to look good. Okay, there you go. I'm going to draw a seam going down. Just double up on that line here and line here. Let's draw the right here. We're going to draw the Gryffindor emblem, but I'm not going to add details to it. Okay, so I'm going to start with a shield right here. There you go. I'll grab myself a new pencil. Two lines here. End it there. So it goes in and out again. In, out. Okay, it does say Gryffindor, so if you can fit Gryffindor in there, there you go. Feel free to do so. Okay, there's two loops right here, one here and one here. Kind of looks like a number 6. Okay, there's my computer. Like feathers or something coming out that way. And then here at the top, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to create this triangle shape line at the top instead of a point. Okay, bring it up like this, and then up at the top I'm going to make like this star looking thing. So I'm not going into too much detail on the logo emblem, but do let me know in the description or in the comment section of this video if you guys want me to do a tutorial on like the different house logos. Let me know. Okay, and then for this I'm just going to go like that and like this. I mean, of course there's a ton more to it than this, but I'm not going to spend too much time on it. Okay, and then I'm going to first draw the invisible, or draw the lines that define that, and then I'm going to draw a lion. Lion's body looks like a bean shape like this in the center. Or griffin, not a lion. Okay, here's the head. Again, not adding too much detail. Here's the one paw. Here's the other paw. One leg. Other leg. And then let's add a tail. Like that. Okay, so there's our Griffin Hogwarts Gryffindor House emblem. Okay, there you go. Let's draw Ron's face, and then let's draw Scabbers. Okay, so zooming in. Now this is the trickiest part, and this is what makes me nervous, is drawing the face on these characters that, you know, you guys are familiar with how they look. So, you know, if I don't get it right, I'll get it in the comment section. I'll get people saying, you know, you didn't do it right. So I'm going to draw a line going across for the eyes right here. Okay, and then it's just a matter of figuring out where the eyes go. I draw the eyes like this at the top, and then a little bit more flatter at the bottom. So the curve is more prominent in the top, and then the bottom a little flatter. Okay, now you got to be careful where you put these. You don't want them too far apart from each other like I just did there. So draw lightly. Draw as best as you can. And if you make a mistake, you know, just erase and try again until you get it right. It takes a lot of patience. And even then, and I'm not going to get it right, looking like the actor. Okay, line here, line here. Gosh, why can't I remember the actor's name? Let me know in the comments as well. He's so synonymous with Ron Weasley, I think of him as Ron Weasley. I don't think he's played any big roles after Harry Potter. I know he was in a Ed Sheeran video. Okay, here's the nose. We're going to find the nose right around here. And our nose is going to be like this. Definitely does not look like in there. Okay, and then the U shape. So we're going to draw the nostrils a little bit prominent. Curve, curve, curve. Okay, so, I mean, I'm going to try my hardest to make it look like the actor's face, but I know I'm not going to, it's not going to, I don't think it's going to work. Okay. Pupils, they're going to be like that, I guess. And then the iris is lighter than the pupil inside. Now I'm finding that the face is a little bit too wide, and that's easily adjusted. So always make some, you know, make sure that you're not drawing too lightly. So now we got to do the smirk, the smile, the kind of a worried smile that Ron makes. So I drew like this curve first before I figure out the top and the bottom lines, and it's looking really silly. Yeah, it's just a matter of making sure you get this right. Thin lines, so thin lips, I mean. And then here you got the smiling wrinkles. And, you know, like, you just gotta keep working at it. Because even I make mistakes, and that's, I mean, it sucks when you're doing it live with a camera pointing at the top there. Makes your mistakes a little bit more, you know, it makes it so that you have an audience to watch you make mistakes, and that kind of makes me a little bit nervous still. I've done, how many of these? I've done hundreds of these tutorials. And as I'm rambling on, you guys will notice that all I'm trying to do is just trying to get this right, you know? And sometimes one of the issues I have is I'll get it right in pencil, and then when I start inking over it, just messes it up completely. That's happened one too many times. So making the neck even skinnier. Face is a little bit too wide, but I think we can offset it somewhat. The problem with these like without shading it, it makes it look fat, but then the face actually is like flat, and then the sides. These are the sides of the face, but you don't get to see that. You just see a wide face. So that's why it's difficult to draw realistically because you have to add depth, and the only way to do depth is by shading. And the thing with my tutorials is I try not to do any shading as much shading because shading just adds an extra 20-30 minutes per tutorial, and I'm just, my tutorials are long enough as they are. Okay, so I mean, you can tamper with this all you want, but just try to find like little happy, just find a spot where you're happy with it. And even if it doesn't look like the actor, that's fine, right? Just try to do it the best that you can. And we'll see if I can fix this a little bit later in the inking stage. Okay, in the meantime, let's add some worried eyebrows. And some ears, of course. Now the ears are going to be lower because he's kind of supposed to kind of be looking up. Goes out this way and out this way. Kind of got that smirk right. I think I'm pretty happy with that smirk. I actually just took away the lips, and I'm just going to draw this lower lip line like that. Maybe the upper lip line. There you go. Okay, so another thing that makes it distinctly Ron is, of course, the hair. And I'm going to find a spot right here. And this one covers, I'm drawing waves, and this one covers this eyebrow. And then it goes to the ear like this. Covers the top of the ear. Goes up in the side. And then from here, draw a crooked line, kind of going towards the center. And that's going to be where the part is going to be. So right here, I'm going to erase this part right here at the top of the head. And we're going to bring the head a little bit higher up. And it goes like that, okay? Kind of a bowl cut with the hair parted in the middle. And so now let's just draw the hair kind of going off to the side here, a little bit messy. A little bit of a bowl cut. So you notice like there's this layer that goes like this, and then there's another layer underneath there that goes this way. Okay. And then the top part kind of swoops back. There you go. Okay, inside the ear, let's just add some details. So there's that thing that goes around and then down this way, and then it goes out and then in, and one more out and in. Okay, there's that, and then let's draw a little bit of hair sticking out here in the back. Not too much, like that. Okay, let's add a little bit more to this so that it's a little bit more bushy. Okay, let's do the same thing here. I'm going to start right here with the ear this time. I'm going to cover the top part. Okay, and then this goes up like this. And then from here, it kind of goes this way and then down. Like that. Okay, right here, this part is a little bit flatter, doesn't go as high up like that. So it goes like this. Okay, and then right here in the ear, that. And then just make the meat. And of course, some here in the back. So that way it kind of frames the face, and then it starts to look a little bit more, even though it doesn't look like, I still don't know his name, it does resemble Ron, you know? Okay, so little bits of hair coming out. Remember, the hair kind of goes out this way. Erase that top part of the ear. And just keep going. Okay, and then goes like that. In the back. Okay, and then here, again, let's do the ears. Goes around like this, and then in, and then 1, 2. There you go. There's our Ron face, and then just try to get that skinny neck as best as you can. And gosh, the way that I drew the eyes and then I kept erasing, it looks like he's got like these bloodshot eyes. Okay, there you go. There's our Ron. Now let's draw Scabbers. Sorry guys. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in on him. So now we've got like the face part. Here's the face, if you can kind of make like a cone shape there. He's just got 2 eyes going this way and this way. Okay, and then got a little bit of a triangular nose. And then over here, two upside down U shapes make up the ear. Okay, and then for this one, I'm going to kind of just make it go down like this as well. There you go. And then fuzzy lines. It does have like this kind of a snout that sticks out, okay? There you go. And now what you want to do is you want an arm to kind of come out right here. Like he's crawling. So he's got like one arm here and the other arm is coming out. Like he's crawling down. Okay, and then I'm just going to draw, there's the thumb, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 here. And then a curve like that. It should give you an arm. Sharp points, just to give him some nails. There you go, and then he's got hair, and the hair sort of goes from the back. I'm not going to add like details on the hair or anything. I'm not going to draw each individual hair, but just it sort of starts off in the middle and then comes out. So if you guys want to do that, feel free to do so. Now he does have one foot firmly planted right here. And I'm just going to make it go around to the back there so you don't really see much of it. And then the other foot is going to be hidden. It's going to be here. Okay? You don't see his tail either. And I'm just going to create some fuzz. There you go. And you know what? I think we're done with Ron Weasley. There you go. Let's zoom out. And that's it. So you guys, thank you so much for your patience as I had to leave the city. But yes, here is Ron Weasley. You guys have been asking for him just as long as you guys have been asking for Harry. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you in the next tutorial. Take care. And that is all the time that we have for this video. Thank you so much for tuning in all the way to the very end. I hope you guys are very proud of your drawings. If you are, I would love to see them, so please head on over to the Google Plus community and to Instagram and post your artwork there and tag me so that I can see it as well. If you guys are ever curious about the equipment that I use to make my videos or to do my tutorials, I have a link to those in the description below, so be sure to check that out. If you feel like being extra generous, I have links in the description on different ways that you can help support this channel. Your contributions go a long way in ensuring that I can make content like this for free for you guys, so I appreciate your consideration. If you guys did enjoy this tutorial, it would help me a great deal if you, number one, liked this video, commented down below, and most especially if you shared this with your friends in your social media. And of course, speaking of social media, don't forget you guys can find me on Facebook, on Instagram, on Google+, and of course on my website, draw2.com, where you can download a free coloring page of the tutorial that's here on this video. Again, you guys, all of the links to all of those are in the description, so be sure to read it. Finally, thank you once again for watching. I will see you guys next time, and don't forget, stay tuned for more so you can learn to draw too. Take care.